I've got some harsh truth for you. If you want to feel truly loved, you're going to have to do that for yourself. How does this month make you truly feel? Celebrated? Lonely? Unseen? Frustrated? Or truly loved? It's by spending time in God's presence. The opposite of love is, how would you fill in the blank? Hate? Unseen? Unchosen? Each of those negative emotions is rooted in fear. And really, it's the fear of not being loved. There are only two emotions, fear and love. We're either acting out of fear or we're acting out of love. But you know what is truly beautiful? God is always acting out of love. What might change in your life if you truly believed that every hardship you have ever faced, God was fully capable of using and transforming to demonstrate His love for you? Well, first, you might get really ticked off because we object to the necessity of struggle. But then if you began to ponder, you might actually discover that there is no greater way for us to comprehend the monstrosity that is God's love. The situation itself doesn't become good. Many of us have made sinful choices or had sinful things done to us that God Himself would never deem as good. But God is coming for me in every situation, seeking to redeem me to Himself, to restore me to His original design for me, despite anything that I have done or that has been done to me. Poor choices I've made, the root of them was fear. Horrible things done to me, also rooted in the other person's fear. Again, not making this okay or giving the other person a pass, just growing my compassionate understanding and perhaps even my ability to forgive. Now, 1 John 4:18 tells us that perfect love casts out fear. God is perfect love, and as I allow Him to remove the fears from my life, I begin to receive my healing, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. The healing blossoms from more of God's love coming to dwell in me perfectly. You see, often what's blocking my healing is me. A lack of love for God, for myself, or even for others. Now, a lack of love for God might look like not spending time with Him. We all know the pain of being unseen. Have you ever considered that we might be causing that kind of pain to God in the same ways by ignoring Him or by not honoring Him with your time or your resources? What about the lack of love for myself? Well, this often shows up in my daily choices. If I love the vessel that carries my being, I take care of it as the Creator Himself designed. I get at least 15 minutes of sunshine every day. I drink half my weight in water. I eat the rainbow, nourishing my body with a variety of nutrients from different colored fruits and veggies. I educate myself on nutrition and supplementation so I can fill in the blanks or the voids that are missing from our modern diet despite our best efforts to eat well. I move with intentionality for at least 20 minutes a day, walking, gardening, vacuuming, cleaning the house. I consistently rest and play. I love well God, myself, and then others. So what might that lack of love for others look like? Well, maybe I don't give or serve unless there is a direct kickback from it. Or perhaps the most challenging one, I refuse to forgive. I am more convinced than ever that unforgiveness is the number one block to receiving full healing. How many times in my life have I thought, there's no one I need to forgive? And then in a moment of stillness, God brings a name or a face to mind. Friend, will you be obedient to whomever He brings to your mind, not arguing or explaining it away, but humbly following Him into it and whatever God might show you about that person or situation? It is challenging, but it is not too much. And Jesus will be there with you. And there is greater healing and freedom on the other side. So during the month of February, instead of focusing on who does or doesn't love you and how proficiently or otherwise they demonstrate their affection, why not turn your attention to yourself? Lord, do I have a lack of love for you? What are your love languages, Lord? How would you have me then to demonstrate my love for you this month? Lord, do I have a lack of love for myself? Where do I need to begin to show myself a little more self-care this month? Where would you have me to put this on my calendar? Psst, schedule this right now. Lord, do I have a lack of love for others? Where am I serving you by serving others? What would you have me to keep doing? What might you have me to stop doing? What might you have me to start doing? Lord, is there anyone I need to forgive? Please bring their name or face to my mind. I don't want to argue. I want to receive complete healing. 1 John 4:16-19 tells us, and so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God and God in them. This is how love is made complete among us, so that we will have confidence in the day of judgment. In this world, we are like Jesus. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. Be blessed throughout this month, beautiful friends. And if there is any part of this that spoke to you, will you please show me some love by leaving a comment below?